quarterback how to throw a football. That's the whole key.
Mm-hmm.
And this is as best as you're going to see throwing a football.
You want to see what he does?
Yeah, go ahead.
Look where he throws this ball. Look at that. Look at that. He threw him open. The receiver literally got open going for the ball. That's unbelievable. How many times do we...
Talking, the Jets ranked like dead last in receiver separation, correct?
Yeah.
It's because of Zach Wilson, not because of the receivers.
Look where he is, the receiver. And look what that ball brings him. It's perfect. It's perfect. I see Garrett Wilson that open, like with that level of separation on almost any play.
Oh, correct.
Almost any play.
It's hitting them almost every play also.
I mean, how do you ask for... You can't ask for more as a receiver.
You can't defend this.
Okay, this is him. Nice time. Takes advantage of it. Oh, this might be from the other angle. Same play.
Yeah, it is.
Same play. Look at that. No matter how you look at it. Just beautiful.
Go to the next one.
Here we go. It's right here. This is with him under pressure. Under pressure. Want to show that. And he makes beautiful pass. When you consider the pressure he was under, wow.
He puts it right between the two people. If you measure that, it's exactly halfway between the two defenders, probably.
Right. We'll go right to here it is. Guy's coming at him. He's about to get hit. About to get hit. What does he do with the ball? Puts it right there. Right there. Doesn't make excuses and say I didn't have an offensive line. Doesn't make excuses and say I was under pressure. Just throws a perfect pass. We get to the Tennessee days now.
I think it goes back and forth. You're going to have a little bit more.
Okay. You ready for this?
Yeah. Stands in the pocket. Throws an absolute dart.
Wow. How many times have we seen Zach throw that out of the end zone? The few times he tries, out of bounds.
But the thing is, he stands in the pocket, shows poise, puts the ball only where his guy could catch it, and it's a touchdown. Could Garrett Wilson make that catch?
Yeah, that's what we want. We've been screaming for that. Just throw it up for him.
Right. But could you imagine if he was already on the team and you're drafting Harrison to go with Garrett Wilson?
Jeez.
Right. Let's go to the next one.
Okay, throws it deep. Look over the two defenders, arms stretched. Look how many throws he's made like this. Like how many times he does it. So it's not a fluke. Okay. Look at that.
This throw is on Zach Wilson's tape. He missed it to Elijah Moore. Up the middle of the field. Should have been a touchdown. You know, it's only like 35 yards or 30 yards. But we can't get that. That throw's not being made by a Jet quarterback.
You ready for this one?
Yeah.
Look at that. He leads him. He leads him. When's the last time we saw that? When do we see that? When do we see a quarterback lead the receiver open like that? Timing.
He's standing in a pocket, not running away. Okay. Now, do you see how the defender's back is turned?
Yeah.
The top right?
Yeah.
Okay. If he needs to run for that first down, he's taking off. He's handling, but he has that part of the package also. You know, he'll do whatever he needs to win the ball game. You could teach him how to read because this is a one-read offense. He makes his own read, basically, and decides who he's going to throw it to. That's it. There's nothing to this. I mean, you read the defense, you pick one, and you go. This is what's happening here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And You could teach that. You could translate that to the pros. You could teach them how to follow progressions. He's thinking and dunking you all day if he has to. If you want him to hit the short slant to Garrett Wilson, or you want to hit ball out of the backfield, or whatever you want. He's checking all of those boxes. What he's definitely checking is all the other big time boxes, which we missed on with our quarterbacks.
Oh, bullet. Threw a bullet. Had to.
And he threw it, right?
Yeah, he needed to throw a bullet, and he did.
In the pocket.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
I mean, it's unbelievable. We've lowered the bar so much. When we get one throw like that as Jet fans, we think the quarterback is the most talented. He's so talented. He has such incredible because he makes one throw like that in a game. And everyone goes crazy and says how no other quarterback can do it. And we're sitting here showing play after play of what arm talent actually looks like.
Zach has none of this. He might make the throw that you just saw
right
once or twice, but he has none of this on his film. That's throwing over 6 years.
Right. It's like so hard to find anything on his film.
But the moral of the story with this guy is like, what were the Jets thinking? He went in the third round. They don't have a quarterback. I don't want to hear anything. He needs to be on your team. The same way with the other one, Howell. Right? He needs to be on his team already. You don't have a quarterback. We haven't had a quarterback in forever. And what are you doing? And the experts, the fans, they come up with excuses for everything. Okay? Everything that this kid needs to learn, you could teach him. You cannot teach him to throw the ball like he's throwing the ball in this video. And that's where they messed up big time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to the next one.
It's beautiful. Watch it all day.
We said let's go to the next one.
Look at this one coming up. So that one was another, like he could put speed on it when he needs the speed. Now here comes, just to follow that up, let's have a touch pass that drops down from the sky into the receiver's arms and chest.
That is perfectly in stride. That's right there is worth another 5 touchdowns for the Jets over the past 3 years. Okay? Between that throw to the back left-hand corner of the end zone, that Zach misses all the time, and this throw right here that he could have hit Lazard against Kansas City, this is the throw, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That he underthrew and made it a contested catch. That's not happening in Jetland.
Well, look at that again. We're going to look at that again. Here it comes right now. Look at this. Look how high up in the sky that ball is. And look where it's just like a heat-sinking missile. It just goes straight down in stride. Just unbelievable. So hard to defend if you're right. I mean, all you need is a half step to a step, and that's a touchdown. This is the next one. Look where he's going with this. Down the sideline. Look at that. Unbelievable. That one was amazing too.
Yeah, but you know what? We're so bad at quarterback that everything's amazing, Jeremy.
Right, because we just don't see a quarterback who can make these throws. The ball comes down from heaven. The ball comes across and just lets them the guy number 5 was, if he has to slow down at all, in turn, number 5 is all over him.
Now, you remember the tape the sack video we made? Remember that touchdown when he had his guy wide open and he underthrew it by 10 yards?
Yeah.
Right. Well, what do you think that works in Jetland? This guy throwing passes.
I mean, so many of these throws, if we had a quarterback who could make these throws. How many times have we looked at tape and seen guys wide open and we're just screaming? Plus, he seems to always find the right guy. He seems to be really smart and have good instincts.
You know what? I'm telling you, it's not as hard to find a quarterback as people think. They are really looking at the wrong traits. They're looking at everything the wrong way. They're coming up with excuses. They're coming up with reasons to draft the quarterback. Like they come up with excuses not to draft the quarterback. They're not looking at the whole package at one time and saying, if you have, like, I don't get it. If you brought me Zach Wilson's tape, it took me not even 30 seconds to tell you he's undraftable. Totally. Now we're looking at this kid's tape, making these throws all over the field, and they come up with, but he's going to be 24, 25 when he plays his first game. No. Okay? He can throw a football.
Right.
Yes or no?
Yeah, I don't care that he's 25. What does that matter?
You can't, if you don't have a franchise quarterback, you need to draft this kid.
Especially in the third round.
Exactly. And he fell because of injury.
Right.
Right? He had the ACL. That's why he fell that far. So if he's standing there in the third round, or you could trade up to the late second to get him, if you don't have a quarterback for whenever, like the Jets haven't had a quarterback forever. The only quarterback they had, they gave up on. They didn't give him a chance. That was Darnold, right?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't give him a chance whatsoever. Meanwhile, you got this kid standing there, and they don't even pick him. It's ridiculous.
We wouldn't be worried about a backup quarterback right now. If he was on the roster, if Aaron for next year, if Aaron Rodgers goes down, we know we have a kid who can make every pass, and he'd be learning under Rodgers.
Imagine him learning from Aaron Rodgers, though.
Yeah.
You can't teach what he's doing. He throws the ball better than the Green Bay quarterback at his age.
Jordan Love.
Right, and Love throws, he's a good quarterback. But you can't teach what this kid's doing.
Right. You ready for this?
Yeah.
In the sun.
Another perfectly thrown ball.
And here comes another. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this throw. Look where it lands. In his arms. In his arms. You don't get a lot of drop passes when you make it that easy for your receivers, do you?
Right, not at all.
We all want to say maybe if a quarterback has more drops than any other quarterback in the league, and that seems to happen over and over again, at some point maybe it has something to do with the quarterback.
It's catchability, Jeremy. You can't drop these passes. This is what the Texans receivers say about their quarterback, Trout, that he puts the ball exactly where it's supposed to be at the exact right speed. I mean, they don't even have to look it into their hands. That's their exact quote. That's what Tank Dell, I think his name is. That's what he said about C.J. Stroud. And now we're looking at him, and he's not drafted to the Jets. It's an absolute beast when it comes to throwing a football. Let's go to the next one. Now, what do we?
Oh, look at that! Look at that! In motion, in the red zone.
You need to see that throw on tape by a drafted quarterback. Also, you don't see this on Zach Wilson's tape at all. And this is why they have issues in the red zone.
Watch it one more time. I like that he's rolling with them. Makes it look nice and effortless. Look, and that guy was covered too.
Where his guy could catch it.
Yeah, he was covered. His guy was covered, but like a little, but barely a half step, but he still got it in there. He was able to put it perfectly. We'll watch it one more in full. There he goes. On the run, he did that.
Now, you've seen everything talent, arm talent-wise in a quarterback with him, correct?
Mm-hmm.
They checked every single one of the arm talent boxes.
I'm trying to find, you talked about passing routes. I can't, where on the passing tree? on a route tree, have we not seen him make a throw?
Oh, he's done everything.
It's all here. I never used to think like that. When I'd watch their tape, I never paid attention to can they make every kind of throw. We saw 3 or 4 touch passes. We saw him add speed to the ball when he needed to squeeze it through. We see him throwing deep, whether it's the middle of the field, the left of the field, the right of the field. It's every throw.
Exactly. You know, you very rarely see him off target, and he's doing most of his work down the field. This is a passing offense based on your first read. They're just saying, okay, pick who you want to throw it to and do it. And he's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, will this translate to the pros? If he has a one-on-one with his guy, Garrett Wilson, say they draft another receiver, he could throw him open. It's not throwing up the contested catch to him repeatedly. This actually is throwing him open, and he could do it. Let's go to the next one.
Look at that. Look at this. Down the sideline. Boom. Touchdown. Just like that. And that was against LSU. This next one is against Alabama. I mean, so we're talking about guys. I mean, these are the guys, the cornerbacks. These are the defensive players that go to the NFL. He's not doing it against North Dakota State or Creighton. Look at that. Boom. You got a quarterback like that. You just need every time Garrett Wilson breaks open. Hell, that's why we had McCall Hardman. We thought we were going to have a quarterback in Rodgers before he went down, that when McCall Hardman went deep with his speed, we thought we had a quarterback who can get him the ball.
Now, what do we say about Mims, about Elijah Moore, about Hardman? Why are they not on the Jets? Because they're useless. They're useless with Zach Wilson.
Right.
You know, and this isn't, you know, he'll throw the ball as far as he can and hit you, but this is a 30-something yard throw and hitting them perfectly in stride. He's doing it to every single level of the field he's showing it to you. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, up the right sideline, the left sideline, up the center of the field. No matter where you want this kid to hit a throw, he's putting the ball where only his guy could get it. And we let this kid fall in the draft. For what reason? I have no idea. There's still more throws, right?
Yeah, here's one. Another deep one. Oh, that was the same one, I think. But still, look at that.
But did you see the pocket collapsing on that throw?
Yep. Look at this. He's eating Alabama for lunch.
Ball placement, touch, arm angle, everything with this kid.
All right, that's it.
Was that it?
I believe so. Thought I had a little bit more, but I think that's it. Watch that last one more time.
Now, that's pro. I wish we could find it. That Zach missed.
Huh.
And that was a different throw. This
that.
One right here.
Yeah. Oh.
That's a touchdown to Moore in a game. Okay, that he missed them. Zach missed them. That's the perfect throw for it. And look where he puts that ball.
Right, I'm going to play it so we can catch it again. Here it is. Look where that goes. Right into his chest, in between the two defenders, while he's running full speed. So he's able to take it in.
So, when you're looking at a quarterback in college, you have to watch the scheme, you know, who he's playing with, who his supporting cast is, and so forth. Zach Wilson went to this school or played SEC competition. Put it this way, if Zach Wilson played with Mac Jones' supporting cast, he would have never been drafted.
Yeah.
Period. And that's why, that they're doing it on hype, let alone they're leaving all the desirable traits and they're looking in the wrong place. And you can't do that when you're looking at a quarterback. This coming draft has 4 first-round quarterbacks.
Yeah.
They also have Penix, who should be, if he was healthy, a top 10 pick.
Well, now there's rumors that he might be in the first round too, so I think we're going to have 5 first-round quarterbacks.
Well, I don't know. People are saying now that they're really scared of his medicals.
Right.
So he might drop also. But he's an example, again, that if he falls too far, he needs to be on the Jets if they don't take a quarterback.
Right.
Now, that makes 5 draftable quarterbacks, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Williams, who I don't love, I would trade the pick. He has too much baggage.
Okay.
What do you think?
I watched some of his tape. It doesn't look. I think he's overhyped. I mean, there's some great throws, and he looks really talented. But there's, I don't know. I kind of find that like he doesn't look like Hooker looks right now, as far as the throws. I don't see as many throws.
We're gonna look at his tape. Drake May, I love, absolutely love.
Yeah, he looks like a stud.
Daniels, I love his full set. That's incredible. And he could throw a ball deep for sure.
Mm-hmm.
McCarthy, I love. For the Jets. I absolutely love him.
He's going to be a great football player.
Right. But that's it. And then you have the Travis Jordan kid that's fallen because of injury. If the Jets don't draft a quarterback and that kid's not on this team, because he almost has the same skill set as Williams.
Mm.
Right? I mean, he doesn't have the lead arm strength like Williams does, but he has the running ability and he does have something in there. He needs to be a Jet if they don't take a quarterback. And then we have one more that is an absolute gem late that we'll talk about.
Yep, the secret.
But drafting quarterbacks really isn't that complicated. They're just looking in the wrong spots.
Yeah.
You got to look at the total. Where he came from, is very important. His supporting cast, the situation you're putting them into, there's a whole bunch that goes into it. And that's why they can't get it right. But we got it right so far, right?
Well, this is going to be documentation. One day we can look back at this and we'll know.
Oh, no, we're going to know.
I'm looking forward for Hendon Hooker to get his chance in the NFL. I'm looking forward to the day he rolls, jogs onto that field and gets his chance.
Right. I mean, he's going to have a learning curve like everybody else, but when it comes to making the real throws, who he would have been great on? Throwing to in Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
With Jefferson and the other kid?
Yeah, Addison.
That would have been scary, right?
That would have been pretty scary. All right, well, that concludes this session. I got to say, that was some great tape we've watched.
You're going to tell them about the other videos you made?
Yeah, my God. I remember what you told me, what would happen to me if I don't remind everybody that we have other videos like this that you can check that have already been released. And by hitting right over here in a few seconds or right over here, it's going to be right there. You could just hit on it. And also, we'll have more coming.
Thanks, Jeremy.
And take care, Tony. And take care, everybody.